What's up, DC family? It's the District Sports Report, y'all. This is Greg Henderson coming at you live with my right-hand man.
Yours truly, Uptown Waller. What's going on, DC?
Man, it's good to be back with y'all on this good Monday.
Yes, it is.
Just past daylight savings. Days a little bit longer, nights a little bit shorter.
Hey, night still long to be back.
All right, so first game, we're going to recap the last 4 Wizards games. Let's start with Dallas Mavericks. What was that, last Wednesday?
Yeah, Nowitzki's last game.
Last game in DC. Luka Doncic's first game in DC. So we got the young man coming in, we got the old man moving out. So, big time player, this dude Luka Doncic. Let me just say, this boy is the truth. I think he's an all-star snub, averaging about 19 points a game. I think he's the runaway for Rookie of the Year. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I like the young boy in Atlanta, but that foreign kid look like he been in the league for years, man.
You ain't lying, playing against adults out there in Europe, man. You can tell.
Yeah.
And gotta give it up to Big Dirk, man. What an icon, man. Champion, going down as an NBA legend, probably being considered the best foreign player that ever played. The step back, the one leg J, that's like iconic now. Like anybody that does that know you're doing the Nowitzki. So just want to give my man a big shout out. He only had about 2 points last night, so I'm glad he didn't kill us on his last game in DC. And only 2 free throws. All right, so Wizards went down early, man. We allowed Dallas to score 43 points in the first quarter, bro. But the Wiz came back, and we actually pulled away to beat Dallas 132-123.
The first big win since January 2008 at home against Dallas.
That's big.
2008.
Hey, offensive output, we had 3 Wizards that scored over 20 points. You had Beal with a big-time ESPN poster dunk on, what's that dude, Salah Misray, something like that. Man, that joint was crucial.
Yes, it was.
So we also had first-time back-to-back games over 130 points, and that's the first time since 1978. So Wizards breaking some milestones here with the big win over Dallas. We also out-rebounded Dallas 49-39. You know, that's like a rarity this year.
That is.
16-2 when we out-rebound our opponents. 16-2. It's also good to see my man Troy Brown Jr. in the lineup finally.
Getting some burn.
The Troy Brown experience has finally started. All right, the man had 9 points, 4 rebounds, couple steals, nice putback. Really proud to see him play. He's got to get in. Him and Decker, they've got to get in before Matthews and Randall. Those two should play. And we want to see them develop.
And before Weston?
Oh, definitely Weston. Yeah, definitely Weston. All right. Whoo! Troy Brown. Glad to see him get in yesterday. A couple days ago against Dallas. But I just have to make this point. It's an alarming statistic that really hurt me, man. I've talked about it a couple times on the show, but I have to keep bringing it up. This man, the rankings came out for rookie minutes. He is 61st amongst all rookies in minutes played. 61st. Let that sink in. There's only 30 teams in the league. Of course, you get 2 draft spots. So that means 60 draft players have played more time than Troy Brown Jr., who was drafted number 15 in the first round.
Yeah.
And I just wonder about this man's confidence, man. Like, I wonder how he's feeling, knowing that he's not playing, knowing that everybody and their mom is getting more minutes than him.
And then you watch a foreign kid come over here that's, he gets all the burn in the world, that's getting treated like a vet.
Right.
It makes you feel some type of way.
So it can't be good. He can't be feeling good about himself, but, you don't want him to feel good about himself. You want him to be upset. You want him to be mad. You don't want him to be content that he's not getting these minutes. You want him to be fighting hard in practice, glaring at Scott Brooks every time he gets a chance, like, boy, put me in. So I hope my man is really fighting hard. I hope he's not content with these little menial minutes that he's getting, because I think he deserves more, just from a talent and development standpoint. We're a losing team. We're not going anywhere. It's not like we need to play the vets because we're a playoff contending team, or even close to the playoffs, in my opinion. I think you play your rookies and you just get them experience.
That's right. Give them some burn right now. Give all these dudes some burn.
Yeah.
Let them play, man. Let these dudes get some experience so the next year they'll be ready. You got to do something, Coach, man. You frustrate me with how you distribute minutes to all of our players, because a lot of guys that I think should have been playing all year, they didn't get a lot of minutes. So
you know what it seems like? It's like he's playing for his job. like he's playing the veterans
Yeah.
because he's hungry to get wins and he doesn't trust the rookies.
Yeah.
And it's like, but the man got what 2 more years on his contract. He's
Yeah.
not going
And
anywhere.
it's like they play it like status. It's
Right.
like, hey, I make this much. Oh, well, I can't say that because you got a few dudes that sat on the bench making a lot of money too. So
Ted Leonce is not going to swallow $14 million. Brooks makes $7 million a year. He's got 2 more years on his contract. His job is safe. Play the rookies, man. Give him a chance, bro.
yeah, agreed.
All right. Next game. Friday night, we played the Charlotte Hornets rematch. First game after All-Star break. They gave us a pretty good spanking down in Buzz City, but now we get to try to get that win again. Another road game. You know how tough it's been for us on the road. And the Hornets are fighting for the 8th spot. They're in a 3-way battle with Orlando and Miami, so this is a big game for them. So they're trying to beat us again. We're on the outside looking in. We're about 5 games back for those teams. It would take a major winning streak for us to even get back in contention, which
A
I don't
miracle,
think is
man.
possible.
Let's be straight up.
I just
It'll
don't.
take a miracle at this point.
I don't think it's possible. All right.
It's not.
Bad start to the game. We went down 10 in the first quarter, 32-22. We did come back strong in the second, outscoring Charlotte 30-19, which put us up by 1 at halftime. This is one of those games, man, where no team could pull away in the second half. You could just tell that this is one of those Charlotte games. It was going down to the wire. Beal, not your day, bruh. Not your day. Finished with 15 points, breaking his streak of 19 consecutive games of over 20 points. Every shooter has a night like this.
And it was his night.
And
man.
it was his night, man. Unfortunately, it was Big Panda tonight, man. He was 4 for 21 for the game. Just abysmal. 1 for 6 from 3-point range. And even Trevor Ariza, who had an off night, he was 1 for 8 from 3, only 8 points. So it was going to be tough to win without those two guys having at least decent nights. They had terrible nights, but it was still close. Like, we still almost really had a chance to win this game. But Marvin Williams,
I was about to say,
man, this dude scored 30 points, 7 rebounds, 7 threes.
I mean, hit
Woo.
some big shots, man. Big shot. And these dudes don't do this against nobody
season
else.
High, season
It's
high.
always these career season high games against us, man.
Telling
Marvin. Ooh,
Hey,
he was
Donald
killing us.
McNabb, Mom. Chicken soup.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeremy Lamb, gotta give him some credit, man. The
Yeah.
boy came up with some big blocks. He hit the shot that actually ended up being the game winner, even though we had a shot to win it at the end of the game. Jeremy Lamb hit a big jumper. At the end, last possession, Beal with the ball. He missed the floater in the lane. I thought it was some contact, questionable foul there. But Bobby Portis had the rebound, y'all. And Marvin Williams grabbed his arm as he was trying to corral the board. Refs didn't call it. Charlotte got the rebound. Terrible no call, blatant foul. You can see it on the replay. Would have been 2 free throws. Bobby OG Portis would have won the game for us, I think, at the line. Oh well. Charlotte gets the rebound and the 1-point victory. Heartbreaker.
Man, yes it is, man. I'm just so tired of losing games like this, man. It really came down to the end of the game where I think guys just broke down at the end, and they just let these guys go on these hot streaks, and nobody stepped in their face. Nobody did nothing, man. They just let them do what they want. I felt at the end.
Man, it hurt. We did hold Kemba Walker to 18 points, 6 assists. That was nice under his
Still
scoring
won.
average.
Still won. Don't matter.
Bobby Portis led us with 23, 9 rebounds. Jabari Parker came off the bench, gave us 15. But like you said, you don't get no courtesy points, man. You don't get no brownie points for coming close, man. It's an L's an L.
Gotta get the dub, baby.
Yeah. For some reason, we just cannot beat this Charlotte team, man. It's like they got a thorn in our side. They got our numbers like a voodoo curse, man. We got to get over it one day, man. I'm tired of losing to Charlotte.
Yeah.
All right, next game, Sacramento. On Monday. Wait a minute, let's go back. We played Minnesota before Sacramento. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Cold Sacramento. Cold Minnesota. The cold getting to my brain.
Yeah,
all right. No Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah.
Wiggins was out for this game. Left quad contusion. He got a Cater Bates Diop. Got his first NBA career start. So big ups to him. Hope he has a bad game. Cat is playing out of control. Karl Anthony Towns, man, the last 7 games, we talked about him last time we played Minnesota. He has continued.
Don't be calling me soft, boy. Don't be calling me soft. That boy been going, you called me soft, daddy? Man, he going off, man. I'm telling you.
Listen to these stats, people.
Yeah.
Last 7 games.
Yeah.
35 points, 14 rebounds, 23 threes. Michael Jordan 3-pointers in the last 7 games. He's averaging more than 3 3-pointers a game. It's coming from your center position. But the Wolves are only 3-4 in these games. They can still be beat. That's that Jimmy Butler thing about, those guys just want stats and they don't want to win. But they have won 5 in a row at home. And we are playing on the road. And are we one of the best road teams in the league? Hell no, we one of the worst.
I know why he almost skipped his game, but go ahead.
Right. But whatever. All right. We had our hand warmers this game in Minnesota, y'all, because we was swish. Oh, man, 71 points in the first half. We were up by 11. Ariza hit a 3 at the buzzer. It was beautiful. We shot 65%. I mean, straight scorching. 39 points in the first quarter.
Yeah, they missed 7 straight. They missed 7 shots in the first quarter. I mean, come on now.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Second half, Timberwolves came back. Or should I say, Derrick Rose came back.
Yeah,
I mean, this dude went vintage on us. Now, I remember one game this year, he scored 50, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like we haven't seen him produce this year. But, man, he looked like vintage Derrick Rose, man, against us, man.
Everybody looks vintage when they play us.
We couldn't stop him. We couldn't.
We couldn't.
And Towns was dominating.
Mm-hmm.
But we were doing our thing on offense. Parker and Portis were doing their thing. They were getting their man. Beal was being Beal, bouncing back from the bad game. It looked like we were going to hold on to this one. It really did. Then we got a gift from the gods, or so I thought. Karl Anthony Towns appeared to have a cramp of some sort and left the game. I found out later it was a knee, but it doesn't look like it's anything critical or serious.
Yeah,
but I was so happy to see my man leave the game because he had 40 points, 16 rebounds. He had already hit 4 threes out of 7 attempts. I mean, he was absolutely killing us. Unthankfully, Derrick Rose took over. And we could not bounce back, even though Beal made a beautiful step-back 3.
Yes,
we were down by 3 in the closing seconds. Beal, I mean, it was crazy, man. We were down by 3. Beal, with about 15 seconds left, drove it in for a layup. I was like, Beal, what the hell are you doing, bro? You gotta shoot the tree. We don't have any timeouts. So, of course, he makes the layup. We're down 1. It's about 3 or 4 seconds left. We commit the foul. They make the free throws. 2.9 seconds left. We got an inbound all the way at the other end. Man, my man Jeff Green looked like Brent Favre throwing to Antonio Freeman. Man, this dude caught Beal on a curl route around the side. Beal catches the ball, gets across half court, and gets fouled. Still had a couple seconds left. What was it, about? Maybe 1 second left? 1 second left?
Enough to get a shot off.
Enough to get a shot off. So now we've got the ball past half court. Now we can actually get a viable shot off. We can get Beal the ball. I don't know how they let Beal get the ball. Man, step back, clutch,
Harden.
3. Man, it was beautiful.
Hit him with the Harden.
So we going to OT with no Karl Anthony Towns. We got this, right?
Hell no.
Damn. Derrick Rose happened, man. He lit us up in the fourth quarter. We couldn't stop him. But you know who really killed us, to be really honest? Taj Gibson.
I know.
15 points, 13 rebounds, killed us in overtime. We could not, I swear he got 10 offensive rebounds in overtime alone.
Mm-hmm.
I swear it was like he got 4 on 1 possession. We couldn't get the ball. You don't get stops unless you get the rebound, y'all. Got killed once again on the boards. Lost a heartbreaker. 135 to 130?
Yeah.
Yep. Beal had a huge game, almost had a triple-double. 36 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists. But he was only 2 for 10 from 3. Still struggling from the 3-point range the past couple games. Now, Ariza woke up. He hit a game-high 7 threes. He had 27 points. OG Bobby Portis chipped in with 21 and 12. Another game, 3 players over 20 points. And Jabari Parker scored 15 and 8 off the bench. Tough one. The problem is at the end of the day, Waller, we gave up too many second shots on both ends of the floor. Too many extra possessions. Number 1, we gave up way too many turnovers. 18 turnovers. They only had 9. That's a losing recipe. You're giving them extra possessions without turnovers.
Yes.
Offensive rebounds. 19 offensive rebounds for Minnesota. That's almost 20 extra shots,
Yes,
right?
it is. Too many points on turnovers.
That's just not a recipe for success, y'all.
All
right, so the game I was really trying to get to because we won was Sacramento. Tonight. We started a 5-game homestand against my man Darren Fox and the Sacramento Kings.
Lefty?
Yep, lefty.
I like lefty.
I like him too. Look like a little John Wall, reminds me of him. Hey, in fact, it's a nice homestand. So, you know, if you want to go check out some Wizards games, this is a good week to check out some tickets. Might get them for a good price, despite the fact we're such a great team. All right, so we got our the next 7 at home at Capital One. So if we're gonna make this playoff push, this is the time to do it. You know our road record if you've been watching this show. Home, not so bad. So this is an opportunity for us to get some W's, right? And so if the Wizards have a goal of making the playoffs, you know, I'm gonna stop ragging on y'all and I'm gonna stop claiming I want to tank, because I really don't. I just want to get a good draft pick. I'll ride with y'all. Y'all want to win some games, I'll watch these games and cheer along with you. But if we lose, I just won't cry. All right. If the season ended right now, we would have the 7th pick. The 7th worst team in the league. We would have a 7th pick in the draft. I like to get a little bit better, man. I like to get a little bit better, but you know.
Get that boy from Duke, man. One of them. We need something, man. We need some juice.
The problem is we got Ernie Grunsfield making a pick.
Yeah, well, hopefully they'll be getting rid of him at the end of the season, like I hope so.
All right.
Make sure y'all check that out. Fire Ernie.
Fire Ernie. All right, back to the game. Sacramento, they're sitting 9th in the West, trailing by 4 games to the Los Angeles Clippers. So it's a big game for them. They're still trying to make the playoffs. Sacramento started off down. Wizards built a double-digit lead in the first half, led by Sato and Bradley. But Sac came back on us, man. Took the lead by 1 going into the half, unfortunately. But Wiz had a great third quarter, y'all. Led by many as like 13 in the third quarter.
It's not recording. Look at the time.
It is. But once again, young boys, Fox, Buddy, Hill, Bogdanovic, and the vet Barnes came back and take the lead in the fourth quarter. So this looked like one of them games, man, but not this time. This time we played solid down the stretch. We hit our free throws. They played D. We forced tough shots. We got rebounds. And with about 30 seconds left, it was a 1-possession game. We were up by 3. This dude, Hill, shot a terrible shot. I don't know what he was thinking. They had plenty of time. It was very contested.
Look like you.
Game over. Wiz win 121-115. Darren Fox, 23 points, 8 rebounds. Beal just messed around and missed a triple-double again, 27, 9, and 9. Portis had a strong 17 points, 13 rebounds. Big ups to big OG Bobby. Parker off the bench with 18. Really impressive.
Yeah.
So our record is now 28-39. 15 games left. 9 at home. Got 6 on the road. 8 teams less than 500 records. How many do we win, Bobby, out of the next 15? What do you think?
I don't mean to be like that. I don't want to win no more. I want to get a draft pick, man. Lose them all. Bradley, sit down, go on vacation. Man, go to Bahamas or something, man. Let's get a top 5, top 10 draft pick, man. Get the boy from Duke or something, man. That's all I want.
I predict we win 6 games out of the next 15. I feel like our final record will be 34 wins. Y'all can check that on me. Let me know what you think. How many wins we're going to get out of this next 15. But let's find out what's going on. A lot of stuff going on with the other teams in the city. Give them the top floor breakdown.
All right, y'all. Georgetown Warriors closed out the regular season beating number 16 ranked Marquette in a thriller, 86-84. Great game by McClungan and the rookie, man. That guy, he made some crucial free throws to really keep us in the game and really help Georgetown stay in the bubble for the NCAA.
Georgetown, I thought you was out. I thought it was over when we lost to Creighton. I was like, it's done. We're over. It's done with. But guess what? Big win against ranked Marquette, who was 16th in the NCAA. Now, if we win a couple games in this NCAA tournament, this Big East tournament, we will get an invite. Let's go, G-Town.
Yeah, man. We was talking NIT early, man. Woo. Now we talking NCAA. That's good, man.
Come on. Big
Maryland
win.
Terrapins, they're back. They're ranked 21 in the AP polls. They beat Minnesota 69-60 to end their season.
Yep.
They're ranked 5th in the Big Ten tournament coming up.
Let's go.
So hopefully, man, they can do something good in there.
Let's go,
Get them
Bruno.
out ranking in the brackets, baby.
Let's go.
Washington Caps, man, they're on a 7-game winning streak. They start a 4-game Eastern Conference road trip.
Good.
They're doing their thing. Shout out to Ovechkin, the first Russian-born player. He has the most NHL points for a Russian-born player.
7 games in a row. What a way to come back when we went on that little brief slump after the break or right before the break. We're back, baby. Back leading the Metro. Back on this championship quest.
That's right. And last but not least, the Capital City Go-Go. They lost to the Erie Bayhawks 100 to 121.
Fresh.
Man,
That wasn't
Sean
close.
Howard, he had 27. You know, a little disappointed. I hate when they lose, man, just like the Wizards, but shout out to them for their effort.
Yep.
DC, keep doing your thing. We love y'all, man. Tune in, stay tuned, comment, question, see us in the street, speak to us, show us love, man.
See y'all soon. Peace out. Much love. This is Sports Report. Signing off, baby.